I mean, these kids won't be able to talk soon, the poor little things. But you don't do it, the SWAT team's there. I'll never forget in Maryland, they had police dogs, and thousands of kids crying, going, I don't want it. And the judge going, it's the law, take it. And I had the state attorney on who was forcing everybody, and he goes, I don't make my kids take it. Started laughing. He goes, yeah, there's no law, but we tell them there is. And boy, you're going to take that mercury, little kid, because the government loves you. Yeah, we're the people that gave the black men syphilis. Now take your shot. Yeah.
Forever, grave digger.
All right, I am continuing here.
Would you make it shallow
with your phone calls?
So I can feel.
Who's up next here? I kind of lost track in my calls, John. Stephen in Pennsylvania, you're on the air. Welcome. Thanks for holding.
Hi. Yeah, my name is Stephen. I would like to represent Lower Providence, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but
what I see is I see a lot of kids brainwashed nowadays. Kids are following dumb shit. All
right, let him go. Appreciate it. Figured you were a pothead. This is not the show for people to call in and talk like that, son. Up next is Steve in Tennessee. Steve, you're on the air. Go ahead.
How's it going, Alex?
Good. Welcome.
I'm calling to represent firefighters for 911truth.org.
Okay, go ahead.
If we can get more and more listeners to go to that site and sign the petition, and if we can get firefighters to join the site, I think that would help things out a lot in getting a reinvestigation of 9/11. That's one chance we might have. I created a MySpace page for them. It's myspace.com/firefighters for 911truth.org, or firefighters for 9/11truth. And there's about 150, 200 firefighters on there now, and it's only been going for 3 weeks. So, there's some hungry people out there for justice. And
yeah, for those that don't know, there's architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth, over 700 members. There's physicists for 9/11 Truth. There's pilots for 9/11 Truth, air traffic controllers for 9/11 Truth, victims' families for 9/11 Truth. We've had them on, the heads of the majority, biggest 9/11 family groups, saying the majority of them believe it's an inside job. There's military, veterans for 9/11 Truth. I mean, we have the facts, we have the science, and it's real simple. Your gas-powered stove doesn't melt with those temperatures that are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of degrees higher than the hottest those buildings could burn. Those buildings were blown to kingdom come.
Exactly. And, there's facts galore. I mean, they have it on their sites, buildings that literally burnt for days, and they're still standing. When those buildings falling, faster than free fall, I mean, that should be a big red flag, but people just don't want to hear it. And then when you throw in firefighters for 9/11 Truth, that really grabs the attention of people. I've been surprised. I mean, there's been people I've talked to in the past that just didn't want to hear about it. And then I mentioned firefighters for 9/11 Truth, and all of a sudden they're interested. So that seems to be a good avenue on waking people up.
Absolutely. It certainly is. Anything else, sir?
Yeah, you were talking about the vaccines and how they're going to make it mandatory. And I tell you one interesting fact on the vaccines is if you look into nanotechnology and the capabilities they have these days of inserting nano-sized chips. So that could be what's to come.
Well, absolutely. I agree with you, and I appreciate your call. Actually, we already have nanotech. Along the lines of Incredible Journey, where they shrink the little submarine down to the tiny size of a grain of sand and inject it into the body. No. But most nanotech is going along the lines of biological now, where they program biological systems. I mean, what are bacteria? They start dividing. They multiply. That's a form of nanotech, a self-replicating micro machine. It's just a biological machine. So there's a whole class, several classes of vaccines, and we've had medical doctors and virologists and epidemiologists on to talk about this. There's whole classes of vaccines that, quote, cure, these are the new high-tech vaccines, cure drug addiction. And you can Google a story like new vaccine to cure cocaine addiction or to cure smoking. And what they say these do is they go in and create plaques, viruses, live viruses, go in some of these drugs and attack the brain and actually create a type of lobotomy. A lobotomy is just doing surgery to change the makeup of the brain. And they go in and they create plaques at the neuroreceptor sites in the neurons of the brain in the electrochemical areas. And then the body can't pass the drugs on, the cocaine, the heroin, the nicotine, but also your regular endorphins that your body creates naturally can't get there. So yes, they have viruses that they can program to go in and do whatever they want to your brain. That means kill you, make you a vegetable, make you blind, make you not be able to enjoy a cigarette, make you not be able to taste the taste of chocolate. They can program them to do whatever they want.